Is Brock Purdy good enough to beat Cincinnati without practicing? No practice Wednesday, limited on Thursday, which means, no 11 on 11 team drills, and then walk through today.
Mm-hmm.
So he had some practice, but no like full practice. Is he good enough to go out and beat Joe Burrow at home?
In my opinion, yes. We've seen this before. Brock deserves our grace because even though I'm evaluating Brock as a franchise quarterback, right? Not a one and done guy. Okay. So the level of scrutiny is a little bit higher when you're talking about keeping a guy, not just using him as a band-aid. So Brock deserves our grace because of what he did in the previous season in the 7 games. But during that short period of time, so much has happened. And even one thing that happened was he played on a short week injured and won a game against Seattle. Right, that
Mhm,
was on the road. It was
mhm.
recorded that he couldn't even throw the ball during the week. His ribs were ailing him so bad that he could barely get through the game. Now, concussions and rib injuries are completely two different things, right? I mean, if he's literally not feeling up to the task cognitively, then that's a problem. He can't play.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
if they roll the ball out, I expect Brock to play. I expect him to go because really Brock's issue is being able to rest, which if he's not practicing, that's extra days that we're kind of stealing on his arm that he usually would not have gotten. So that's extra rest. And true. And honestly, Brock's issue with knowing our offense isn't a problem at all. He sees the field. So I would expect if he passes through protocol, I would expect him to be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is this is a must-win game for the Niners, darn near. You can't go in. I mean, you'd be 5-3, it'd be fine. It'd just be so demoralizing to go into the bye week on a 3-game losing streak. And who
Mhm.
gives the Niners the best chance to win? Not Darnold.
Yeah,
So it's
I
got
agree
to be
that.
Purdy. And my only thing with this
Yeah.
is like, again, I want to be real careful here. I'm not a doctor, but man, he just had a concussion like a few days ago. And we've seen in
Mhm.
the NFL players get a small concussion, play the next week, and get another concussion, and it's all bad. So I really
Mhm.
hope the Niners are very, 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 very careful here and don't just say, you know what, it's a mild concussion. Brock, give us our best chance to win. Go suit it up. Like, if
Yeah,
he
I
gets
agree.
another one, it's all bad. Be careful. That happened to Tua last year.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you on this front. So this is the deal. This is beyond Brock. This is like before Brock was even here. Kyle Kyle is still on the slab for 3 areas with developing the quarterback, keeping the quarterback healthy, and scouting for the quarterback position. Those are 3 things that will not change until Kyle can prove that. Okay. And this is one that falls under one of these criteria, keeping the quarterback healthy. Okay. So I don't, not only is Brock young, okay, he's a rookie. So he needs to be protected through process of the game, which means that he doesn't know what he doesn't know.
Mm.
That's a real thing. Brock hasn't played enough to know what he doesn't know. That's up to Kyle to help Brock, save Brock from himself. That's one. Two, also, Brock isn't just a young quarterback who needs to be saved on the field from his head coach with understanding the game from a maturity standpoint, but from a health standpoint. Brock is coming off of a UCL injury, which should be able to protect, which should be height, which should raise height even more for him to be protected by Kyle. And then also, three, the physicality standpoint. I'm going to tell you this right now. I do not want to see Brock in any more QB sneaks. It's just pointless. I mean, what are we doing? We're a running team with a whole stable of thoroughbred backs, especially with backs specifically made for this. Why are we even playing with fate doing this? Not because it's just Brock, but come on, man, make it make sense. We've been here 7 years. He can't keep the guy healthy. He can't keep any of them healthy. So why are we even playing this game? I really do not understand why we're doing anything physically laborious with Brock as far as QB sneaks. Really?
I'd love to see if they do it. If Brock plays in this game, will they let him do a QB sneak, or will they bring in Sam Darnold for that? Will they bring in a non-quarterback for that? That'd be interesting. Joanna Jackson says, according to Dr. Porus, the week after returning from concussion, let alone the same week, there's 63% chance in turnover-worthy plays. I don't know if that's true, but that's interesting.
That is.
We'll see. Yeah. To me, I just feel like if I were a team and I was really all about player safety, I wouldn't let a player play in a game 6 days after a concussion, no matter how mild it was and if he cleared the protocol, because it just feels like if you have the next concussion, it's gonna be worse. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, this is my thing. I- I'm I, I'm of two schools on this. I am conflicted to be real with you. And the reason why I'm conflicted is because I don't trust Sam Darnold anywhere near our offense in real competitive play. I just do not want to see it. Because with Sam, it's not a matter of if, but when. It's just when. It's like, when is he going to implode? That's how I really
Mhm,
truly feel about Sam Darnold. But
mhm.
also, I do, and I don't want to let Kyle off the hook because we don't know if he's going to let Brock back if Sam all of a sudden gives us 3 games, right? There's a lot of bubbling plates with this that I feel like sometimes the fans like we forget and we don't keep the same storylines, right? We still have to realize if Brock is Mr. Right now or if he's for the future as far as Kyle is concerned. I don't trust Brock near Sam Darnold and with an injury. Okay. So that's one. But at the same time, I am galvanized around Brock being the franchise guy. If Brock is going to be here for the long haul, you got to protect him. And you could break him and kill his confidence if you play him while he's hurt. So honestly, man, I'm player first. If Brock
I'd
can't
play Darnold.
go,
I'd play Darnold.
you play him.
I would play Darnold in this game. If Purdy is the real deal and he means that much to you, protect him for a week. What's more important, one game or his future?
That's real. That's real.
I would not play Brock this week. This happened
That's
on
right. I just don't
Monday.
like Sam Darnold, man. I do not like that guy.
Yeah, but Kyle does,
Ugh.
man. And you decide to keep him over Trey Lance, so let's see it. This is what a backup quarterback's there for, man. Let's see it. You said he could be the next Steve Young. There should be no reason to rush Brock Purdy back. You love Sam Darnold, man. Show us
Right.
why.
hmm
Show us
Yeah,
why.
he's gonna have to. What do you think if with Sam Darnold, what do you think the offense would look like with Sam? Do you think that he would really air it out?
Not at first. Not at
Okay.
first. I think it'd be real. I don't know. That's a good question. Like maybe Kyle has so much confidence in him, he would, or maybe Kyle's confidence is fake. I don't know.
I think I tend to believe that if Sam played, Kyle would try to take this offense back to 2016. Where he's airing the ball out. They're running fast outside zone with Christian McCaffrey. I really think that he would try to air the ball out more because I think that he really trusts in Sam's arm. He does.
Be very
I mean,
interesting.
yeah.
It'll be very
Not to go
interesting.
off topic.